Hey, this is C&D Channel. I'm Chris. This is also Chris, and this is MMA for you. We're going to be doing our predictions for this Saturday's Strikeforce Rockhold versus Kennedy, July 14th. 4 main card fights on Showtime, the 5 prelim fights on Showtime Extreme. What do you think of this card, man?
Looks exciting.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know what? Let's just get started, man.
Let's do it.
We got AKAs, Luke Rockhold versus Greg Jackson's Tim Kennedy. Who do you got, my man?
I got Luke Rockhold by a large margin.
Oh, me too, man. You know, I don't know by a large margin. I have a feeling this fight will probably go to decision since they're both just really game opponents. But I got Luke Rockhold for sure. Tim Kennedy, he's a good fighter. He wants a Robbie Lawler fight. He's just really relentless about pursuing takedowns, likes the clinch position. But the only problem is, and he has good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The only problem is, Rockhold, if you saw like the Jacare fight, takedown defense is just solid. His ability to get back to his feet when taken down is really good. And his kickboxing, the guy is tall and lanky, man. Well, you know, you have any other thing you want to add?
No, I don't think it's gonna be as close as you think it is. I see a pretty one-sided fight, but you know.
Nice. Yeah, and Rockhold did beat another guy that's fighting on here. He knocked out Jardine in his last fight. Probably makes you happy, huh?
It does.
Yeah, man. I like Rockhold here. Even if he does get taken down, I can see him just get back to his feet. I can see him beating Kennedy, especially with his reach, his kicks, up on the feet. But I think it'll be a fun fight. Now, this fight is good. The next fight's going to be interesting. It's for the vacant welterweight title, as Nate Marquardt fights Tyron Woodley. Now, I have Marquardt here, but I do have some concerns. He last fought March 2011 against Dan Miller at middleweight. It's his first cut to 170, and he's fighting a guy that is notorious for strong wrestling but lay and pray. And Marquardt has fallen susceptible to takedowns before. Who do you have in this bout?
I'm gonna switch my pick.
Yeah?
I have Woodley on this one.
Yeah, what?
Actually,
huh?
Yeah, I was going with Marquardt, but I'm replaying some of the Woodley fights in my head, and I remember I liking what I saw, so I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you on this one.
Yeah, I like Marquardt should be the much better striker, but he's always gonna have to worry about the wrestling and top control of Woodley. I'm very concerned about that because Woodley in his last 3-4 fights has shown a propensity for lay and pray. Is that why you picked Woodley, because of the wrestling?
For the most part, I mean, I've just seen him fight in recent matches, and I like what I see. And you know, Marquardt, he's been around for a while, and he's definitely, you know, he's definitely a solid fighter. But I don't know. I like what I see in Woodley, and I'm gonna officially go with him on this in this show.
Okay, I got Marquardt here, man. I think he'll have the better stand-up, more experience. Hopefully, he won't fight. He'll fight smart, but we'll see, man. I am concerned. Okay, next fight after that, we have Gracie versus the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine. You got Jardine, right?
No, I don't like Keith Jardine very much, so I'm gonna go with Roger Gracie in the ground game, and hopefully Keith doesn't. I don't know. I just don't really have much respect for him for his skills as a fighter, and I really like the Gracie family, and I like Roger Gracie a lot myself, so I'm gonna go with Roger Gracie in this one.
Yeah, Gracie, man. He's only has a 4-1 record, all 4 wins by subs. This guy is arguably the top Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner in the world. I mean, that says a lot. However, his stand-up still needs a lot of work. He's developing a better jab. But Jardine, he has that herky-jerky stand-up. The problem with Gracie is he doesn't have the style that is Jardine's weakness. It's like, one thing with Jardine is he keeps his lead hand low. you know. And a lot of people been able to get like lead hooks and just knock him out with their, you know, lead hooks, whether it's southpaw or just orthodox. And he has a lot more experience. So I think Jardine might actually have the better stand-up. And that's what has me concerned. I mean, I have Hooker Gracie winning, but it's just he can't. He's not the type of guy that can capitalize on the chin, the hands down, and whatnot. Hooker Gracie's game is grappling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I do think he'll be able to get the fight to the ground. I'm really hoping he can, and with his pedigree, be able to submit Jardine. Okay, final fight on the main card. We have Lorenz Larkin versus Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
I got Ruthless Robbie Lawler on this, and once again we are at odds. So I'd like to hear why you're going with Larkin.
This one's kind of tough for me, actually. I think, you know, I'm gonna hedge here. It could go either way, just because they're both strikers. I like Larkin's creativity in the stand-up and his variety: kicks, knees, punches, decent head movement. You know, decent defensive stand-up as well. Still pretty young. It is his first cut to 185 though, so that does have me concerned. Why do you have Ruthless?
I like his style. You know, I like his fighting style. I don't really know too much about Larkin, so that, you know, that's kind of a bad reason to pick somebody, because you know you don't know that much about him. But I don't know. You know, I feel confident in this pick, and I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Lawler, though, I mean, he has a lot more experience. He does have some heavy hands and some good stand-up. He doesn't check leg kicks, but he also has strong knees. He fought this guy, Adlan Amagov, and he won with a flying knee that actually looked like a flying teabag. Because it looks like
a flying teabag. Because
it looks like the knee kind of just like grazes Amagov's head, and it looks like his junk is the thing that really.
That's disgusting.
I mean, it didn't look like disgusting or anything, but like if you watch a slow mo, it's like a flying teabag.
Can you win by flying teabag? Is that?
I guess. Oh, but there's a cup there, so you know it is hard. So
okay, well.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's go to maybe it's his penis. Okay, on to the prelim card. Jorge Masvidal fights Justin Wilcox. Who you got, my man?
I got Masvidal. I used to hate the guy. I thought he was cocky. I thought he was, you know, I didn't like him personally, so, you know, that spilled into my opinions about him as a fighter. But you know, I like his style, his counter, his counter. He's more of a counter fighter, and you know, he's got a family now, so you know he's a little bit more serious about his fighting, and I think, you know, he's a good fighter.
Yeah, he is. He's the last guy. He fought Gilbert Melendez, went to decision. He showed some pretty stout takedown defense. He's always kind of had this he was always streaky. You know, he'd win some, lose some. I think he's starting to gain consistency, like you said.
I mean, he trains with just an excellent team, right? He's with the top team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, his partners are you know, they're good influence on him. And
Thiago Alves, Thiago Silva, you know, all those guys. I got Justin Wilcox, though. You do? You want to talk about a good team? American Kickboxing Academy here, man. He's training with Fitch, Cormier, Velasquez.
Oh, wow.
You know, those guys, man.
Oh, you have Wilcox on this one.
Yeah, I got Justin Wilcox, man, the silverback, man. He did lose in just a couple seconds. He got knocked out by Carlos Fedor in his last fight. And that's why I'm a bit worried, because Masvidal does have the power to do the same. But this guy's stand-up is improving. I mean, this guy, and his wrestling is very strong, relentless about getting takedowns, getting in the clinch, and he has some good top control. I got Justin Wilcox beating Masvidal.
Fair enough.
Okay, next fight after that, we have Pat Bam Bam Healy versus Mizuto Hirota. Who do you got here, man?
I have Pat Healy, but I mean, I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Should be a good fight with Hirota. He has a 14-4-1 record. 8 of those wins are by KO or TKO. The rest are by decision. But he's on a 2-fight win streak. So I mean, he definitely likes to put the hurt on people. The problem is he gets Pat Bam Bam Healy. This guy, ginormous for his weight class. This guy looks like a welterweight that fights at lightweight, and it showed against a lot of his competitors. Very good submission game though, and he's on a 4-fight win streak. His clinch is nasty. He's not afraid to have a boring fight, for one. He has ugly fights. If there's one guy that has like ugly fights, it's like Matt Brown and like Pat Healy. I mean, there's just these guys that are just gritty, grinding. They have better cardio, outward. They're just clinchy. Pat Healy likes to work from the clinch. He's good on top control. Very veteran savvy. I think Pat Healy, he's finally really putting it all together. I think he beats Hirota here and fights Gilbert Melendez next. What do you think?
I think that's probably a pretty good prediction. And then he'll probably get his butt kicked by Gilbert Melendez. And then, we'll do another show.
Yeah. Okay, next right after that, we have Jordan Mean versus Tyler Stinson. I got Jordan Mean winning this one. Young guy, but has over 30 fights. Very well-rounded, strong elbows. You saw his fight against the male cyborg, beating him with standing elbows. Strong kickboxing. He's fought guys like Zaromskis, and just overall well-rounded fighter.
I'm gonna respectfully disagree and go with Tyler Stinson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we just. I don't know. He's pretty tall for his weight class. He's got a 23-8 record, and he's very aggressive. Got good stand up, and I mean his takedown is a little defense is a little weak, but I mean I think he's got enough to pull it out.
Yeah, no, he's always pushing forward. You saw us fight against like Tarek Safadine. That's actually my phone. But we'll continue. Jordan Mean, he's just young and well-rounded. Whereas with Tyler Stinson, he's a good fighter. He's actually another prospect to look out for. He's only 26, 6'3". He's really tall, and he always pushes forward. But I gotta go with Jordan Mean to win this one.
All right.
Okay, next fight I thought we have Jason High versus Nate Moore. 2 wrestlers. Who do you got, man?
I have Nate Moore.
You know where he trains at?
I don't, but I got him.
American Kickboxing Academy, man.
Oh wow!
Nice, yeah.
Who are some of the guys in that camp?
I already said it earlier, man.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I was listening.
Justin Wilcox is one of them.
It's been a long day.
But I got Jason High, man. He trains on American Top Team. He also has good wrestling, but he has very good top control and a good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to match his wrestling. And his stand-up's getting better as well. You got Moore, I got High.
Yeah.
So,
you got High. You gotta.
But you got more.
You gotta. I do got more.
Yeah.
You gotta stop doing drugs.
Okay, and finally, Randy Couture's son, Ryan Couture, fights Joe Duarte. I got Ryan Couture winning this one. He's actually been impressing me as of late. Even in his last fight against Connor Hune. Really impressed me there. Who do you got, man?
I've always liked his father, and I think that what's the expression? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
I think Ryan Couture takes this one easily.
Yeah, he trains at this Extreme Couture. He has really strong Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His stand-up's improving, and his wrestling's good. He's not like his dad that is like super good in the clinch or anything. He's more of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, but he does have good wrestling. Duarte, last time I saw him, he fought George Gurgel in a very bad matchup. He just didn't look good. He had cardio issues. He just didn't look that great to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it for our predictions for Strikeforce Rockhold versus Kennedy. And if you have any comments, just leave them below. You got any final things to say, man?
No, I'm looking forward to this card. Looks like gonna be pretty exciting. Yeah, I really am looking forward to watching Jorge Masvidal, and we'll see what happens.
Cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it for MMA for you. Thank you guys very much.